A recent report from Tumblr and Archrival on Gen Z behaviors exposes a notable shift in the digital landscape. Marketers presumed social media connected us. Gen Z is proving that absolutely false. They view the current state of platforms like Instagram and TikTok as the vast everybody else. They see a landscape cluttered with ads and algorithms that serve the platform rather than the user. They feel isolated in the very places designed to bring humans together. This generation is rewriting the rules of engagement. They prioritize intimacy over reach. They value the raw over the polished. They seek belonging in spaces that demand active participation. Sidebar, I love this because seeking belonging is music to my ears. It's the hallmark of archetypes found within Foster Belonging Quadrant, which is a topic I unpack fully in my book, Mass Behaving, and I just launched the second edition, so please go give that a look. But back to this. Here are the key takeaways from the report. The promise of social media has failed. 2/3 of Gen Z believe social media failed to unite humanity. They view legacy platforms as entertainment channels rather than social networks. The connection is gone, but the media remains. Niche communities are the new mainstream. Young people are fleeing the open feed. They're retreating to closed gardens like Discord, Geneva, and Tumblr. In fact, 79% feel a stronger sense of belonging in these niche digital spaces than in the traditional real-world institutions. Authenticity over virality. Viral trends read as absolute cringe to this demographic. They spot a brand trying too hard and instantly, no thank you. They value unpolished, raw interactions over high-budget campaigns, and they trust peers and insiders over the paid-for influencers. And active participation is mandatory. Passive consumption is out, co-creation is in. They want to shape the community. They want to contribute to the lore. They require agency in the spaces they inhabit. And the digital-physical loop, online communities fuel offline behaviors. They want digital spaces to result in real-life connections. The screen is a doorway to the physical world for them, so you have to open it. And identity is fluid. They reject static labels. Their interests shift rapidly from this to that. They join multiple, overlapping micro-communities rather than subscribing to a single, monolithic, homogeneous identity. So how can restaurant brand marketers address and react to what Gen Z needs and wants? Well, you have to stop treating digital channels as billboards. You have to start treating them as campfires, as gathering places. The goal is no longer only getting eyeballs. You have to get intent and desire and build that tribe. The goal is belonging. You need to shift your strategy from broadcasting to facilitating. How do you do that? Number one, turn employees into insiders. Gen Z distrusts the paid influencer. They trust the person making the food. So give your employees the keys. Let them document the reality of the kitchen, the upfront area. Show the burns, the prep work. Show the mistakes. This transparency builds the trust because it removes the veneer of corporate perfection. The insider archetype holds more weight than the celebrity archetype in this landscape. Number two, facilitate group gatherings. Make group ordering easy on your app and your website. Make it personalized. Give benefits to whoever started the order to encourage it more. Make it something special for the whole group and make it easier for others to add to that order with their own info and payments. Do not get in the way. 3. Embrace the cringe, as they say. Stop polishing the content. High production value signals advertisement to a Gen Z brain and others. Low fidelity signals real. So post the semi-blurry photo, post the sort of messy plate, share the meme that barely makes sense and speak their visual language. It shows you're part of the culture rather than a corporate entity observing it from some ivory tower trying to sell them more food. And we're also in the age of AI-generated slop, where imagery and words can be generated on a fly. Video is the answer to this, now at least. It's catching up pretty quick, but it's much harder to generate viable, good video content via AI right now. So people tend to trust it more, and it's a lot harder to flub something when it's motion picture and not just a moment captured. So that includes adding video for product detail pages and then across the rest of the digital experience where it makes sense without bogging down the site too much. Number 4, facilitate in real life meetups through digital gates. Use your digital channels to organize physical gatherings that have nothing to do with a transaction. Host a run club that starts at one of your brand's locations, or organize a trash pickup or a donation center and make it an event worth attending and put it out there on live feeds. Use the digital space to organize humans together and use the physical space to feed them. You become the third place, you become the hub of their actual community. Finally, last but not least at all, and actually not really last if you really dig into the data there, is break out of the box. People want unique experiences. Get out of that out-of-the-box system where you throw in your logo, colors, and images and call it a day. You have to make the hard decision here to actually own and fully customize your brand's experience. You have a unique brand. It has something much different than your competitors, and yet most of the time brands are shoved inside of boxes and white label products. It's time to break out. It's time to own the whole thing and learn your community and design for them. Let them own it. Let them love it. So none of this is easy, but that's the point, isn't it? The easy stuff isn't remarkable. It isn't worth talking about, let alone experiencing for yourself, and everyone else can do it. So do the hard thing over the easy thing because every other brand is doing the easy thing. Break out of the convenience trap. There's a lot to learn from this entire report. I encourage you to dive in, read it, and take your own takeaways, and I'd love to hear them, of course. Please like, subscribe, share, all the things that helps us keep doing these and helps giving us the juice to give you more information and ideas out there. Until next time, cheers.